Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 2 In Depth. In today's episode, we're talking about the sensor grenade. The gameplay that you see going on is one of my favorite gameplays from all of In Depth. I built a class around the sensor grenade. It's Tactician, Scavenger, 2 sensor grenades. I have a Bacon Scorpion, and I'm going to end up picking a Scar H up off the ground with most of the attachments that I like, and using this complete nonsense and throwing as many sensor grenades as possible, I'm going to work my way up to getting a Warthog. I was particularly proud of this because the sensor grenade gameplay was a bit of a challenge, but it does verify the data that I have that the sensor grenade is a viable weapon. Let's start with the statistics first, and we'll move into the strategy later. The detonation damage on the sensor grenade is 15. That means when it pops and blows up, it does 15 damage. You should note this because that is more damage than any other tactical detonation. All the other tactical detonations, the flash, the concussion, the stun, even the EMP grenade, that's 1 damage. This one does 15. That's getting closer to actually killing people. You will actually kill a few people with these when they're weak or if you throw a couple of them, so do mind that. The impact damage is the same as all the others. The impact damage is also 15, so if you bonk somebody on the head with this and they're around when it blows up, you could do up to 30 damage with the sensor grenade, which is enough to kill in hardcore. Two other things about this is that it does count as explosive damage. The flak jacket reduces the damage taken rather significantly down to 5 damage, so you're going to have to hit somebody, a flak jacket user anyway, with a lot of sensor grenades to actually kill them. And the blast radius is very small. It's very easy to step out of the way around the corner. Just move a few feet over and it's not going to hit you. After tossing the sensor grenade, it will scan the area for 4 seconds, but that's only after coming to a rest. It will not scan the area while it's in the air flying to the destination, it will not scan the area after bouncing off a wall, and it will not scan the area while it's rolling. It will only start scanning after it comes to a rest, and when it comes to a rest, it's going to scan for 4 seconds, painting anybody in that area, anything that it can see with a laser, and those people are going to be marked on the radar, kind of as if you had a orbital VSAT. The most important thing to keep in mind is that this is not a portable radar. It doesn't work through walls. It only works based on line of sight, and targets have to be laser painted. The sensor grenade must be able to directly see your target with a straight line of sight to paint it and for you to see it. Also, I should also note that only you can see it. Your teammates can't see it. I keep thinking that because it pops up on the radar that my teammates must be able to see it too. Unfortunately, this is only for you. I think the sensor grenades would be much more viable if your teammates could also see them. Maybe they'd be overpowered. They'd be like a pocket VSAT maybe, but that's how it works. The important thing to take away from this is that it will not work through walls, and it will not work through any other obstructions. If the sensor grenade cannot see your target, it won't work. You'll see me do this a lot. I'll throw it indoors, and I keep thinking it can go through walls when it can't. It's just, I guess I'm a little bit spoiled using different equipment from different games and used to EMP grenades going through walls. It has to have a clear line of sight. For that reason, it's best used outdoors, and you can use the laser to easily spot the enemies. If you've been watching carefully, you'll notice that the little green, or maybe they're yellow, I can't see colors all that well, laser points directly at the enemy, so even though you have them mapped on the radar, which is very, very beneficial, it will literally point straight at them, so you can just follow the laser trail to your enemies, and if they're behind cover, if they're hiding or sitting in a shadow or a bush, you're always going to see them. Nice little trick to use. This can be countered with either cold-blooded or trophy systems. Cold-blooded renders you completely immune to the sensor grenade. You won't show up at all. We did that in the cold-blooded episode. The trophy systems just blow it up almost immediately. You can damage yourself and others with it still, but that's kind of how it goes. If you throw it too close to the trophy system, that little bit of detonation damage will actually destroy the trophy system or any other sort of plantable objects that'll take out the bouncing betties, claymore, shock charges, all that other sort of stuff. Like I said earlier, this is best used in outdoor maps, nice big open spaces with lots of room for everybody to get targeted, so that, if you do it in a clustered little corridor area, unfortunately it can only see more or less the things that you see unless you're bouncing them around corners. Outdoors is the best place to go. Probably most useful in search and destroy, because then you'll know where your enemy is ahead of time. Maybe in headquarters. It's not really viable for the hardpoint or domination or some of the game modes that I'm doing it in. I'm just doing it here for an example. The other game modes where your lives really, really matter, and being on or off the radar is 100% always a matter of life and death, and again, those lives matter. That's where you're going to want to use this piece of equipment. Overall, it's certainly not my favorite piece of equipment, but it is something that I can use, that I understand using, and that I might use again the next time I play Search and Destroy. Here at the end of the episode, I'd like to say that the Ask Drifter app has been updated. It's been updated to work better with iPhone 4 and 5 screens, better optimized for those. They weren't ideally optimized before, but they're running much better on iPhones 4 and 5 now. The link to that is down in the description. Long story short on that one, that's an app where you build a class, and the computerized me that I've kind of programmed to give feedback the way that I want it to give feedback will give you feedback on your classes and kind of let you know if I think they're good, they're bad, what can be improved, and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode and that you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out the previous episode on the FAL versus the SMR, you can click the box on the left. That'll open in a new window. The next episode, again, it's going to be your choice. I'm just kind of doing the things that you want to see covered, so whatever you want, that's what I'll do. I read the comments and other things. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.